Ijolele dance on.
Please.
Oh my God, yes. So it's doing like some Mami Market kind of thing, like Jankara. Happy song, happy vibes, and that is Atella right there. I think some people know him as Francis. You know, he had this beautiful song out, and then he went to that, you know, music show again, and then, you know, he's out now. And we pray the best for him because he's actually really talented like that.
He is.
Okay, happy Friday, people. Yes, just to all of us who made it through another week of adulthood, because you know, you and I know that it's not easy. Who else is actually feeling Friday-licious like I am?
I am.
Me.
Okay.
We are so going to feed off your energy. Ha!
Hold me.
Oh yeah, transfer the current.
Ladies and gentlemen, never miss an opportunity to put a smile on someone's face. It might be the only one they get today or even this week. Or don't you want to be part of those who make it a happy world?
Of course, we all want to be. Anyway, welcome to the Friday edition of ESplash. Get ready to turn up with us. You can also join the conversations on our social. We are at TVC Connect with the hashtag ESplash on TVC. You can also watch the show from anywhere across the world via our website. It is www.tvcentertainment.tv. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Catherine. You all know me as Lady Cat, her royal hotness. Queen Cat, her royal hotness. Kit Kat, the person, not the chocolate baby. Kitty Kata, Kate of the Kate cruise, baby.
Hey, voila.
What's your album?
Problem.
We're on it for day. I never reach.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. You know, my name is J. Paul, Mr. Flames. Freshest kid on the block, not time to check the clock. You know, it's all love, no Glock. You know, I can keep this going all day. You know, keep it fresh. But, you know.
Yeah, keep it fresh all day. Keep going.
Keep going.
Let's try it.
You get mouth. Keep going.
All right, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the Joe in the crown. It is the hostess with the mostest. It is Honey Flames, the baddest in the game. It is Honey Shmoney. It is Honey Money. It is Honey Rabba. It is Honey on Point. It is Honey Venus. It is Honey How Do You Want It. It is Honey Kokoke. It is Honey KPK. It is Honey, oh my God. You can add that on to like, oh my God. Chee. Like, you know, yeah.
Wow.
Right. Here is what we have lined up for you all today. We'll be kicking off with the entertainment news. Thereafter, we'll be getting into celebrity mood with our celebrities on celebrity birthdays shout-outs.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll also be rewinding to this day in entertainment history, after which Catherine Kitty Kata will be responsible for today's dose of social media craze on Socialville.
And on the flip side of the show, one of us will be showing gratitude on the Chew It Up segment, followed by the news recap, after which we will be joined by our first guest for today.
On today's Elite 5, we will be talking about 5 facts you should know about Ramadan, followed by our second guest. We will then wrap it all up with today's reminder that happiness is free.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, and you know how we do. We keep it turned up. It's ESplash, and I got the beautiful ladies looking all turned up. I like your Ashoki, by the way.
Thank you, indeed.
That's the way you should do a blog, like fashion blog.
Yeah.
I would actually watch.
It's in the pipeline.
It's in the pipeline.
Thank you.
Money. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. It's time for the entertainment news. And up on the entertainment news, Nick Cannon regrets not having a baby with Christina Milian. After 12 children, Nick Cannon has come out to reveal that he regrets not having children with his ex-girlfriend, singer and actress Christina Milian, during their brief romance. He made this known during an interview with The Shade Room, where he recalled how he used to date his Love Don't Cost a Thing co-star after they sparked a romance on set in 2003. Nick Cannon said, and I quote, "If I say this, I know it's going to go viral. But when Christina Milian and I were doing Love Don't Cost a Thing, I remember when I found out she was pregnant years later. I was like, dang, man. But I was so happy for her. I remember we were kids in love early on, and so we talked about that. But to each his own, life plans it out. The universe gives it how it's supposed to be given. We definitely had our romantic thing and conversations on what it would be like back then." Just so you know, Nick Cannon and Christina Milian dated for more than 2 years before the actress broke things off when she found out he had been unfaithful by hacking into his phone. which Nick has admitted to and has spoken about since. Christina Milian now has a 12-year-old daughter with ex-husband D-Dream, a 3-year-old son, and 23-month-old son with Matt Pokora, whom she married in 2020, while Nick Cannon is a proud father of several children with different women. During the same interview, Nick Cannon was asked if he sees a future with just one of the mothers of his children. He replied saying, and I quote, "But then that's a disservice to the other ones. I'm over here, and if you want to see me, I'll be at my house," end quote. He also spoke about his ex-wife, Mariah Carey, who he says is the coolest person he has ever met, calling her a gift from God.
This is very, very interesting. And why would I say this is interesting? I think Nick Cannon never just ceases to surprise me. You know, it does not cease to surprise me. Yes. And I'll say it because I think that there is this joy it derives from when I meet you and I like you, you must have a child for me. I don't know, like, how do you say it to somebody or about somebody who has moved on with our life that, oh, when you were dating, you wish that, and that is, you're already Father Abraham, like you have a lot of children already, and you're still, I mean, it's just,
But to be honest, I think that, you know, everybody in their lifetime has that one person that they look back to. And they'll be like, oh,
I think Nick Cannon is just one nice guy like that. One nice guy that, you know, there are people that you meet them and they're nice to you, like the opposite sex meets them. And then the opposite sex actually thinks that maybe they have something for you. You will now discover that they actually treat everybody the same.
True.
So they say, oh, how are you, darling? So you think that there is a special likeness for you. And then you see the person with another person and the person is acting the same way and you're disappointed because you're like, you thought you were special to them. There are people like that because if you can talk about Mariah Carey very well, he can talk about, and then they asked, oh, would you like to? He likes to be diplomatic, and I think that, you know, for somebody who does not even stand for anybody like that, I just pity anybody who wants to go and do any attachment and feels like you are the number one. You are no number one.
Well, so what I feel, sorry to cut you. So what I think about Nick Cannon is, over the years, he has realized how much he loves children and how much he loves to cater to children. So I feel like that's where the whole procreation thing came about. Because if you decide to do a family tree of Nick Cannon, the branches are long.
If he likes to cater to children, then he should just go and open an orphanage. Because what? Like, because how are you going to be present right now for each? Because it's more than money. I keep saying this thing, it's more than money.
If you remember what he said during Christmas, that it was like Santa. It was fun to him. He said it was kind of stressful, but it was also fun traveling from one place to another to give them gifts. So at the end of the day, we know that to each his own. And him now wishing this happened is just crazy.
Well, like I said, everybody always has that one spark that when you look back on, you're like, I wish this thing worked. You know, I saw a video recently. So an paparazzi was running after Nick Cannon, and she was asking him, so you have...
Yes, I saw it. I saw
you have how many children now?
I saw it.
Are you going to have more?
I saw it.
And then he said, well, I don't know. What are you doing after?
Yes,
I saw it. Like
the girl was shocked.
Her face.
I saw it.
And he had this wicked laugh. And he
and he closed the door.
And the girl said, replied. I said, I don't know, maybe. We'll about close there, just laugh. But I mean, they would have actually been a power couple together if you look at it. Christina Milian and Nick Cannon. And then that movie was everything.
So you didn't think that it would have been a power couple to Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon?
I don't know. I feel like Christina Milian and Nick Cannon would have been a perfect match.
They were so cute.
I think Nick Cannon is just a very wonderful human. I'm not saying that Mariah Carey is not all that he spoke about. But Mariah Carey, to so many people, is a diva, and she has that side that, you know, one time people who were working for her were just resigning. They were just leaving her because she was just forming one. So to me, from outside, I've not met her, but she's looking like that person who's not really accommodating. But for somebody like Nick Cannon, who is just like, okay, because I have children with this person, you know, that thing of, oh, you just speak about them in the good light. And all right, we wish them the best. We wish...
gift from God.
Nick Cannon.
I won't be surprised. Like we don't get surprised any longer.
At least we have first team now. 11 players plus 1 substitution. So we need more
people on the bench, Abby. Case person Brickley.
Oh, wow. But I don't think anybody should take a cue from that. If it's your role model, you better check it very well, especially if you really do not have a lot of money.
True.
But it's beyond money, like
True.
it's more than money.
Yeah,
All right,
actually.
let's move to the next story. Hailey Bailey speaks on The Little Mermaid remake. In anticipation of the live-action remake of the Disney classic, The Little Mermaid, Hailey Bailey, who plays the role of Ariel, the mermaid, has come out to share that this remake goes beyond Ariel wanting to leave the ocean for a boy. During an interview with Edition, Hailey addressed that the creators definitely changed that perspective compared to the 1989 classic. She said, "I'm really excited for my version of the film because we've definitely changed that perspective of just wanting to leave the ocean for a boy." Hailey says that Ariel's decision is way bigger than that. In fact, rather it's being about a boy, the matter is about herself, her purpose, her freedom, her life, and what she wants, period. She continued, "As women, we are amazing, we are independent, we are modern, we are everything and above. And I'm glad that Disney is updating some of those themes." In addition to speaking on how Ariel's character was updated for the remake, Hailey Bailey also acknowledged the entire journey of shooting the film. She said, "It's honestly been such a crazy ride, and I genuinely feel shocked and honored and grateful to be in this position. A lot of times, I have to pinch myself and be like, is this real life?" She added, "I feel like I learned so much through her. I auditioned when I was 18, got the role when I was 19, and I turned 23 this year. So I genuinely feel like the Ariel role helped me grow up. Just so you know, The Little Mermaid, which is scheduled for release on May the 26th this year, tells the story of a young mermaid who makes a deal with a sea witch to trade her beautiful voice for human legs so she can discover the world above water and impress a prince."
Well, this one, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And now hearing that this time around, it's not the story we know. It's not because of a prince, but because of our purpose. This is just to say that there are a lot of independent women out there who want to empower themselves, and they do not do things for other people, but because they want to do it.
That's actually the point they were trying to, you know, bring out right there, which I think is cool because you have to go with the time, like what is really happening now so that it is relatable and you can always encourage women. Yes, I totally agree with you. I love it. I love that it's coming out. And, you know, I think Hailey Bailey is just blossoming the way we love it. And I think she's even going to really still be a mega superstar because, you know, I love her growth. I love how, and I particularly love her dress sense. I love what she's doing. I love everything.
This particular movie has always been in the talks, even before it was made. There's been a lot of rancor about it, especially the fact that, oh, it's a black little mermaid, not a white. You know, so there's been a lot of talk about it, and I'm sure that when it hits, you know, when everybody watches it, I know that they would have put in the work. It's just the way we all anticipated the first black superhero, Black Panther. Now we're anticipating, you know, Disney bringing the first black, you know, Little Mermaid. So it's amazing, and I'm sure that it's going to definitely, you know, hit the money figure in the cinemas. People
yes.
And then for me, it's the way she went from being Beyonce's protege to becoming the Little Mermaid. Like, it was major growth for me. And then I think there were a lot of positive reviews. They showed the official trailer before they put it out at one of these award ceremonies. I can't remember if it was the Oscars or one of the ones they did recently. And people had a lot of positive things to say, saying they wanted to watch the movie and they can't wait for it. So I just hope it's not one of those movies that will see the trailer and be like, whoa, and then when it comes out, it's like, nah. I just hope it supersedes our expectations.
I really do hope so.
Definitely. All right, that's the end of our entertainment news. Let's get right to the next segment. It's time for Celebrity Birthday Shout-Out. All right, we're in the birthday mood. First on our list in alphabetical order, we have Adebayo Tijani, who is a year older today. He is a movie producer, director, and actor who is one of the highest paid movie directors in the Yoruba Nollywood.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, very
congratulations to him. Happy birthday to
Congratulations.
him.
birthday.
Yeah, and he is super talented. Happy birthday to
Yeah,
him.
that's
birthday.
right.
All right, we also have Alison Hannigan, who is 49 today. The American actress and television presenter is best known for her roles as Willow Rosenberg on the television series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, How I Met Your Mother, as well as the American Pie film series. Oh my goodness, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
You guys remember that?
It's so
was
funny.
such a long time
It's
ago.
so funny that in the past 2 weeks we've been talking about people who were in the movie Buffy the
Yeah.
Vampire Slayer, and now we have Buffy.
That's
Happy
right.
birthday!
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
We also have Finn Jones, who is 35 today. He's an English actor known for his roles as Loras Tyrell on the HBO series Game of Thrones. He has also acted in films such as Iron Fist, The Defenders, and Luke Cage, which are set within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, Finn
Happy
Jones.
birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. We also have Jessica Chastain, who is 46 today. She's an award-winning American actress and producer, as her 2012 Time magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world.
That's no great, I mean, that's no small feat.
At
Yes, of
all.
course.
Yes.
Oh, and she
Happy
is
birthday
pretty.
to her.
Happy birthday!
We also have Jim Parsons, who is 50 today. The American award-winning actor and producer is popular for playing Sheldon Cooper on the CBS sitcom The Big Bang Theory. In 2018, Forbes named him the world's highest-paid television actor. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Wow. People are achieving stuff. I mean, there are so many people that you can just
Yes.
take after and say that, you know, I love this part of his life.
Yep.
Like just...
I think there's something weird about me. So when people are watching something, I don't watch it. So like the Big Bang Theory, I have
Yes.
not watched it.
So
I haven't seen it too.
It happens to me
Yes, I
too.
haven't.
It happens
Where
to me.
everybody's clamoring about you. I've not seen
I've
you.
not.
Oh, wow.
I saved it, but I've not seen it.
But you've seen the previous you.
No.
The what they call it, the preview.
I'll be surprised. No, the previous, like this, the seasons before. I'll be so shocked.
I haven't. I've just been
The
hearing.
way you love to watch movies.
So I've just been hearing, and they always talk about the guy. I'm like,
Are you joking? Like,
I haven't.
I mean,
Funny. See, you know,
Alright.
it's so funny that on Monday they brought it back to my this thing. I just saved it. That okay, I'll go and download everything. But I haven't. Like, it's shocking.
It's so shocking to me. If Jeff Paul said it, I would have, okay. But you, I'm so surprised.
I'm glad I have a partner. All right, still on the birthday shout-outs, we have Lake Bell, who is 44 today. She's an American actress, screenwriter, and director. She has starred in various television series and films, some which includes Over Her Dead Body, What Happens in Vegas, No Escape, Man Up, The Secret Life of Pets, Harley Quinn, amongst many others.
It's
Happy
the movies for me.
birthday.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Happy birthday. We also have Ruth Kadiri, who is 35 today. She's a Nigerian actress, screenwriter, and film producer who ventured into Nollywood in the movie Boys Court, and since then has over 50 movies to her credit.
And she
Ruth
would
Kadiri.
never stop letting people know what she thinks on social media. And
Oh,
if you come for her, she will answer you. Happy
Definitely.
birthday.
But I particularly like that. She makes me laugh. I still watched a movie on one of those stations, you know, yesterday of her, and the way she just acted the movie. She was even the one who tied a towel to somebody's office, dating the person who came from the village. And
In
went
the
to
movie,
see-
Abi.
In the movie.
when it's not destined to go and this person on
I
the
just
road.
want
You shock
to-
everybody like, what sort of village girl is this?
Okay.
You know?
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Kadiri.
All right, next up we have The Undertaker, who is 58 today. Mark William Calloway, popularly known as The Undertaker, is an American actor and retired professional wrestler with a career that began in 1987 The Undertaker is regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time.
And he's one of those few people that made me love wrestling.
Yes.
Like the drama, everything, when it's coming in, you have to watch. Even recently, Israel Adesanya started doing his Undertaker moves, and I'm like, okay,
Israel started a while ago too, but I mean, you can't compare to the Undertaker because Undertaker is the one that we've always, do you understand? Israel will dance to one, they'll play a particular Nigerian song for him. Sometimes the mom and the father will be around, but you know, I mean, interesting stuff.
I mean, this guy was responsible for many injuries I had as a child.
Yep.
Because what I see in TV, they will tell you, don't try this at home.
Yeah.
I remember when so wrestling started in Nigeria, you know, the Nigerian wrestling thing started and started picking up. Then there was one guy that came, he was doing Undertaker. He came as Undertaker. He dressed up, and I heard that the guy took somebody, then boom. You know that stuff.
Hey, Undertaker! Wow.
You shouldn't even copy something. Please don't try at home more. Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Undertaker.
birthday to every other person celebrating today. We wish you well, good health, more money, more life, and please send a DM to King OJ.
Okay, so before you go, happy birthday, shout out to my friend Precious Adebayo. Happy birthday to you. I wish you the very best. You're such a sweet soul. I wish you all the best.
Happy birthday, Adebayo, for being such a sweet soul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Socialville, guys. It's time to get your daily dose of the craziness happening on social media. So let's just get right into it.
Let's go. Let me
And we're starting with this one. Is it that bad?
Yeah, I need to see.
Okay. At Wikipedia says, what do you call a small fish's shadow? Baby shark to do, baby shark to do. But you go well.
Yes, I mean, you go well.
well.
Yeah,
Small
that's
fish.
right.
Small fish schedule. Madu.
So Ebuka Obilchendo says, Jude told me it's fast from 9 to 9. I was shook. I passed. It meant PM to AM. So all those people that used to say that they are fasting, but it's 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. they are fasting. When they are when they are sleeping. Excuse me, you're sleeping. You're
9
not
p.m.
awake.
to 9 a.m.
You're supposed to be fasting when you're awake.
I'm still fasting.
Which fasting?
He's a nocturnal human being.
So he will stay awake and he will not. You're joking.
I'm not understanding. 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh, well,
I'm fast now.
my own is that it is your intention that matters, and then again, it is between you and God. It is not about us. So if you want to deceive yourself, go on and deceive yourself. I mean...
And then it's about abstinence. So what do you want to abstain from?
Yes, that's right. So maybe that 9 to 9, maybe my guy, they do... And he now said that for some days, in no good days, do...
Yeah. Only for you have sense.
What is he doing?
Do it.
And the boy 01 says if Adam was spending time with Eve, she for no follow snake they talk. Give your babe attention. And the man versus machine said, no be the attention, King Samson.
Wow.
J-Paul, what do you think? The attention.
I think human beings are just insatiable. So, yeah, you just find out that there is nothing you do in this life that can satisfy. So if you have a goat as a partner, there is no how you can help it. The person will always remain a goat. Like, for instance, if the person cheats and the person now says that, oh, I'm blaming it on the fact that you don't give me attention. See, I'm not saying that you should not give your partners attention, and I'm not saying that attention is not keep it, and I'm not saying that you should not pay attention to their love languages, but I tell you that some people, if you like, do and turn 360 and do. They are just goats, like alake, ewure.
Is that not why they sang that song? So,
last,
I'm telling you.
Waiting kiss Samson.
You say Delilah now.
Delilah now, no be attention.
Okay. But in give him attention.
But not Delilah.
We'll find out.
Samson and Delilah.
At Sky Sarfo says Cerelac is only for kids. And at Joe_Cavani too says, they said it's for 6 months and above. Aren't we all 6 months and above?
Okay,
and I agree.
So I had a friend at uni. She passed. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen.
You know, whenever she came to school that time, part of her provision, she must buy was it Cerelac or baby food or SM Gold, or there was a particular one that she liked. So it was part of her own, like she just liked it. So, and I think that there are times that there are things that you just like. So me, I'm not sure whether when I start having children I will not be eating, but when I think about the money that's the cost of all this baby food, maybe I will not, but I think that we'll be eating it together.
I'll be tasting,
I'll be tasting, because there's no how. Way back, if you kept a baby with me, I must taste out of the food.
You know, you people are still the same people drinking Capri Sun. Drinking Ribena.
Me, when they take Godimo.
No, I still do that.
I still take it.
Yeah, I still do that.
And I'm saying Godimo. I beg,
I actually still do that.
Okay. So this is somebody's account balance. And it reads, minus 982 trillion. I don't even know what currency this is, but let's say imagination won't kill me.
And because what?
Minus.
Minus. Or is this Naira?
Because I've never even seen where they'll put minus on somebody's money before.
Trillion. Oh, it's a Naira sign. So how do you have this much money?
Nah lie. Nah lie. Even if the person even has it, he will not even put a screenshot. Now imagination.
Yeah.
Wait, where imagination?
You know day today. You know come today.
Okay, so there is a cameraman whose nickname is Imagination right here, and that's what they are talking about.
But if you have trillion, if I have trillion, things go occur.
That's what they always say.
It will shock you. At Read One Lie says, if your wife they collect your ATM, take buy skincare. You better follow her, use them. As I did like this, we go they gather glow ni. And at D_Emiola says, I agree with you, Jerry. After all, what is good for Greece is also good for Uganda. I be out them they talk and say, what is good for the goose is good for the gander.
So I saw a video on Twitter today. So there's an it was a CCTV camera of surveillance footage of a shop. So this man went into the shop. They were selling body cream and everything. So there was a body cream of 65,000 naira. So the man,
I saw it.
Yeah,
he stole it.
Yeah, he systematically took it.
An old man, like
an elderly man. That's how they said somebody's odogu is stealing 65.
Yes, it's so sad.
Is his wife or his side chick?
So perhaps.
Very sad.
So I think some people are just kleptomania.
Yep. And some people let pressure get to them.
So
too.
so I think that it's just a disease of the heart. You'll find out that what they have even taken, it's not useful to them.
It's actually a thing.
Yes,
it is.
Oh,
it's a disease of the heart.
Wow.
And most of the time,
but I'm not sure that they understand it right here in Nigeria, because I think that there is a particular Yoruba actress that has stolen and she has gone to jail. She's back and then she stole again. So people said that this must be spiritual, that people should not just be looking at her like that. But then again, there is something called kleptomania. But people in Nigeria are not so aware of that. So they will beat and they will... So, I mean,
I really don't blame them for saying what they said, because how do you break into someone's house? You come back out.
You know that story,
yes. And then they find a bunch of master keys with you.
In your bag. You always go to people's house trying keys. And you've gone to jail for it, and then you came back again and you went to steal. So I think...
Yes.
I said a Yoruba actress now. So people said that they shouldn't look at... Maybe they don't cause this girl.
Yeah.
That one don't pass.
Family members should do something about it.
Wow.
Okay, so this to people who like to go to other people's house, especially unannounced. It says, I stopped visiting people's houses the day my uncle's baby tried to stab me with a knife. And her mother was like, don't block it or else she will cry. Well, that child will cry.
Nonsense.
You want to stab me with knife. You say she will cry.
Isn't that don't block it?
Nonsense.
You will cry it.
Nonsense.
Knife.
Nonsense.
No, at this point, I don't know. They don't plan now. They don't plan now.
Hey. Uncle wants to remove my eye. Don't worry. I'll not come to your house again.
Knife.
Because, why?
Is they don't block it for me.
No, me too. I'll take the knife. I'll be like, baby, hey, baby. Don't block me too.
We're still talking about children. At Mayor Speak says, when I was a kid, I used to think that artists go to the radio station every day and wait in line to sing their songs on the radio.
Oh,
so you know when you say the next song, be like na queue, then they.
But who else thought like this? I've never ever.
I never actually thought like this.
So I'm shocked.
It's actually surprising. But I mean, gone are the. I mean, you've been on radio, and you know that the culture has now shifted just a bit. You know, people are not really listening to music on radio anymore. They would either like
People
to
have
stream
things that
it and all that.
listen
So I
to
mean, it's
on
all
radio.
different now. But I never thought about this
At
as a child.
all. Like how? Davido and Whiskey will come join you. Burna Boy. Hey.
I think different strokes for different folks. How some people actually didn't know where babies come from.
Yeah.
Some people didn't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know.
Wow.
Even as a
When they
baby,
were
I think
babies, they didn't know. Like,
Moving on. So I'm just looking at Jepo like the way this dog is looking. And he said, to those I told, I'll see what I can do at the end of the month. I have seen and there's nothing I can do. And this is me right now.
Actually, some things can be very, very tiring in the sense that you yourself, you have moved to the wall extremely, and there is nothing you can do about it, and people are still waiting on you. They don't know that you have, you know, responsibilities too. So yeah, for people like that,
Funny enough,
there is nothing they can do.
Funny enough, someone reached out to me recently and said something. I was like, if you help me, I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Because me self, they find help.
Yes, and the way some people just think that certain people should just have certain money, and if they ask you, oh yeah, and there is something I want to point out again. You know, the other day I was ranting about the couple that who their driver killed in Abeokuta, and this. Do you know that another one happened in Lagos? They wanted to travel out. Did you see that?
I heard about
medical
and then they killed them, and it was for the husband's checkup. And I'm like, people should just be very careful with their drivers, you know, gardeners, all those people that are very, very close to you, because what sort of entitlement and evil deed is that?
That's just sad.
So very crazy, yeah. But anyways, we know we always succeed in putting a smile on your faces, don't we? And that's it on Social View for today and this week. It is time to get into the second hour of the show. We will be back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's still the Friday feeling. Can I get a woohoo?
Woohoo! Good job.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second hour of the show, ESplash. And of course, today's fun-filled episode, it is now time to chew it off. And we always love to end the week with some gratitude.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm really, really grateful to the very good people, that is genuinely good people. So this morning, I stumbled on a particular video, you know, paternity courts. And, you know, they were talking about, you know, some woman who does not know the person a child belongs to, that is the father of the child. So apparently, she had met this person who liked her, and they had gone on a date. In fact, like a couple of dates, and you know, she decided he asked her to move in with them, and he was staying with his friend. That is, the guy was staying with his friend. They were staying together. They were living together, and so asked the girlfriend to move in, and so the guy was always working at nights. It would manage clubs and all that. And somehow, I mean, that was where the whole thing started from. And they got married. They needed their own space. They went. And so he would go and work. And then his friend, who was not working at night, will be at home. And so maybe sometimes they'll just be talking and all that. She'll say, oh, she's feeling somehow, you know, and all. And they started having stuff. And she could not tell whether the real father of that child, when the child was two. So they were just having a fight. That is the supposed father, that is the boyfriend that got married to her now. They were just having a fight, and said she did not know how to say it. She had wanted to say it, so she just threw it in the fight, like, oh, I don't even know whether you are the father or or your friend is the father of. So somehow they landed at paternity court. And it was so disappointing. So the long and short of it is that they did the DNA, they tested, and then they found out that none of these two guys.
Hey! He's the father.
You're joking.
Abe, who is the father?
So the judge then said that, you know what, said to the woman, I know that you must have thought about this particular, you know, scenario as, you know, one of the things that could happen. I'm not asking you to tell me anything, but just make sure that you fix it and be sure that you help this boy's life. And so the one who married her said that, I love her, that he does not even know how the marriage or how everything will work out, but that he shares a very good bond with his own friend too, although it is disappointing. and that one too was sincerely very sorry about the whole thing and didn't know how their friendship was going to. But he said that when the judge now asked and said that, so you have to go and look for the father. The guy said, I'm his father. The dad can come anytime, but I tell you, like, they can find out another time who the father is. But this is one boy that is taken care of, that has been in his life, is like a small body and all that. See, I am the father. I know this boy as my child and all that. So the judge then said that you're just a good human being, and it shows that you are a genuine, person. And I want to say that because there are people that, you must have offended them. And you see that the way, like, they genuinely care about you. They are fantastic human beings. Because on a normal day, if that guy said that, you know what, I don't want to have anything to do with this child and you and everybody, you can't blame him. You won't be able, because you have wronged him. But for him to say that, I think there's really, really genuine people and very, very good people in this life. That does not mean you should go about offending people. But I just want to, be thankful for these people who see that, yes, you have wronged them, but, I mean,
it's
just... I was like...
Well, just don't wrong me, Sha.
Who won't wrong you?
Or do you have something and you're using styles to tell her that you don't want to hear story?
Yeah, I don't want to hear story.
About what? I don't know. But honeypots, I totally agree with your gratitude. Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's it with our gratitude.
Yeah.
Thankful for people who have forgiven spirits, forgiving hearts.
Yes.
And let's move on. Here is the recap of the entertainment news in case you missed it earlier. We talked about Nick Cannon regretting not having a baby with Christina Milian.
We also talked about Hailey Bailey speaking on the Little Mermaid remake. And we can't wait, actually. We can't wait.
At all.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the show today is Nigerian Afropop singer and songwriter, brand ambassador and stylist, who is here to talk to us about her new video, Amin, and also her musical career. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the show, Merci!
Hi people, it's your girl Merci, M to the E to the R to the S, E and A, as y'all know.
Energy, energy, energy.
Hi, Merci.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, I can see that
How you
you're
doing
good.
too? Thanks.
When you're leaving, you're going to leave this your footwear, right?
No problem.
Okay.
No
Because
problem.
we're going to all of us.
I can
share.
sacrifice that.
Okay, so we just want to we want you to let us into your journey to music.
Yeah, so my journey into music, I want to start by saying that my music evolution has been a great challenge to my career. You know, I started off as an R&B artist. I started off as an R&B artist where, I enjoyed expressing myself by telling stories in my music back then. Songs like, and you can even tell by the title of the songs like, titles like Marching to Glory, No Time for Any Nonsense.
Marching to Glory actually sounds like a Christian song to me.
Yeah. Sounds like it, yeah. But I was telling a story in the song. Songs like Don't Kill Love, but take me before you go kill love. Before you go kill love. Songs like Winner and some other songs at that time. Okay. I was strictly doing R&B at the time. So, and then it was just like sleeping and waking up. And then I noticed that the Nigerian music switched lane to the Gen Z style. Just switched lane to the Gen Z style. And, for people like myself, it wasn't easy, It wasn't easy, but then what can I do? I just had to work and readjust everything, And fortunately, I got signed into a label. Okay. Yeah, I got signed into a label, and then music camping was set up. So during the music camping, I had to try to switch from R&B to the Afropop music. Okay. So that was when I switched from R&B to Afropop. Though it wasn't easy on me, though. It wasn't easy, but I was quick to readjust.
let's talk about your name is pronounced Mercy, but it is
Spelling?
it's spelled differently. It's spelled
Yeah.
MERSEA. So
Oh, is your real name Mercy?
Yeah.
Okay.
so why did you choose to go with that?
Okay, so why I chose to go with the name Mercy, I just wanted the same pronunciation, but I needed to change something about my name. So there was this time I went for a music competition, and then we were asked to come up with a stage name.
All right.
Which was my first competition, talent competition. So I had to come up with, and someone there, she was also a contestant, and then she was like, "You sound like the ocean."
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
She said, "You sound like the ocean." I was like, I sound like the ocean. Okay. I think I'm going to use that to come up with a stage name. And then I just changed the spelling to MERSEA, Mercy.
Like the sea.
Though vocabulary, the pronunciation is meant to be Mercia, but I said I still want that pronunciation, Mercy.
All right.
Okay, so you've
Sounds
been in
like
the industry for how long now?
Well,
Officially?
officially, okay, okay, professionally, the first time I got into the studio was in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was a backup singer at the time. So it wasn't my first single I dropped at the time. I dropped my first single in 2018, which is March into Glory.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've seen the evolution of Nigerian artists, especially the female artists. And we see Tiwa Savage, Ira Star, Thames doing big things out there. As a female artist, how has the industry been for you? And when we talk about acceptance and supporting, women supporting one another, or Nigerian artists supporting each other, how have you felt about that?
Well, as for the industry, for the ladies, it hasn't been easy. If you notice, we have more of the male artists out there or being heard more than the female artists. I would say that the female artists are not really given the platform, if I can put it that way. The female artists aren't really given the platforms that are being given to the male artists. I would say that for me, I've gotten more of the support in the industry from the male artists.
And your female counterpart. Why is that?
Exactly. I really can't say, I really can't tell, but when I thought of it, I felt, I might not be right, but I'm just saying, you know, I felt that some of the bigger female artists probably don't want, okay, for instance, if they bring up a younger female artist, what if the younger female artists shine better than them? You know, what if they get known better than them? I feel, I might not be right.
Are we saying
you know?
women supporting women is not real?
It's real. It's real. I feel it's in other parts of the entertainment industry, maybe in acting and other parts. I've noticed women supporting women. But in the music industry, there are women supporting women actually, but it isn't, you know, it hasn't gotten to that exactly as, yeah, even as it is within the male entertainers. I've noticed that. So
Interesting.
All right, guys, we still have singer-songwriter Mercy in the building. And you just watched a music video. And
that's right.
I saw a lot of concepts. A lot was happening there. I loved some of the costumes. And I'm like, okay, what was that about? What was the inspiration behind the video?
Okay, so our main video, I'll describe our main video as my best video so far. Yeah, so far. Though the best is yet to come.
Okay.
Now, the main video was directed by a veteran director Matt Max. I was excited to have him direct my music video. You know, it's a privilege. And you know, the style, the costume, I loved some of the costume in the video. But trust me, it wasn't easy, especially the hair. After making the hair, I had to sleep in a funny position.
Yeah, I get.
I had to sleep in a funny position before the video was shot.
Wow.
But I had fun, trust me.
The hair still looked
Yeah, and I saw that part of the video is chroma. Like, but it really came out nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like the vibe, I like the dance. So let's talk about, why you chose music. I mean, we've sat down here with lots of upcoming artists, upcoming acts, and they have different stories as to why they chose the journey music? And for you, why did you choose? At what point did you realize that, you know what, it's music for me, I'm going to do this, and this is what I want to do?
Okay, so I've always chosen music all my life. I've always loved music since I was little. So music has always been my thing. It has always been my thing. Wherever I go to, I call attention. And I could remember my mom telling me stories like, wherever we go to, you're always singing. If you're not singing, you're dancing, and then you keep calling attention, and people will notice me. And my mom is this kind of shy person that she doesn't like to be noticed wherever she goes to. But
She
whenever
wrote
she
my
takes me out,
name.
oh my goodness, they'll be like, that woman, what's your name? Mercy. And then she goes out again. If she goes to that same place, a lot of people there recognized me from the last time. So they'll be like, isn't this Mercy? Aren't you her mom? Oh, my mom will be like,
Popular jingle.
So I'm sure they didn't actually have any problems with you going into this profession at the end of the day.
At some point, the thing is, I've always had like interest in two things actually. Music was my basic, then medical.
Okay, so what did you study in school?
Was my second. Though I'm still practicing.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so my mom had a problem with that.
Okay.
She was like, she's a nurse. She's retired now though.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was like, how can you combine both of this profession here? I was like, well, Mom, I can't say I will be able to, but trust me on this one, I'll work on it.
And how has it been?
How's it been
combining?
juggling both?
Stressful though.
Because, I mean, didn't you have to be at work and then you took permission that you'll be
music
here?
alone is stressful.
Okay.
Music alone is stressful. You know, when I started the conversation, I was like, it has been a challenge, a great challenge. So combining both isn't easy at all.
Okay, talking about combining things, let's talk about collaborations. Who are those you have collaborated with? Who do you want to collaborate with? And what are we expecting from Mercy?
All right, so moving forward, this year I'll be dropping an EP. Yeah, I'll be dropping an EP. But before the EP, I'll be dropping a single titled Nicki Minaj.
Madu.
Yeah.
Hey.
So in that EP, no. Obviously not. So I don't diss anyone.
But you like her?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah. So we're collaborating with a couple of A-list artists. Yeah.
Like,
I'd love to collaborate with Burna Boy. I would love to collaborate with Burna Boy. He's one of my inspiration. Yeah.
Okay.
His music influences my music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burna Boy, Beyonce, like those are the basic people, you know. If you even noticed in that main video, if you notice the costume, the styling, it was an idea I got from Beyonce's videos.
Me, that I'm every. I noticed.
I know. I know.
I
Someone
called your attention to it.
I know. So yeah, that's it. And other artists, I might not be able to mention their name right now, but trust me, I would love to collaborate with a lot of A-lists, amazing artists, because we have wonderful artists in Nigeria and in diaspora.
All right, Mercy, thank you so much for coming on the show. We wish you the best of luck. And yeah, how do they find you on social media?
Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at Official Mercy, at Official MERSEA.
Great.
All social media platforms. And you can stream Amin on all music platforms.
Nice. We wish you the very best, and we want to see you at the very top. And when you come back again, we'll be like, yes, remember when we had that first interview?
All
right,
Thank
it's time
you.
for us to chase it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that's it with our very first guest. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to the next. Ramadan is a holy month of worship, study of the Quran, prayer, and fasting. Muslims all over the world, regardless of nationality, ethnicity, race, or color, participate in fasting for the entire month of Ramadan. Aside fasting, they are also supposed to stay away from impurities and other pleasures. Still wondering what the whole fasting season is about? Do not worry, because we will be sharing with you some facts you should know about Ramadan. Here are 5 facts you should know about Ramadan. This is the Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
And at number 1, the moon determines the start of Ramadan. Now, the start of Ramadan can vary in different places as people still rely on someone seeing the new moon first. Ramadan date also differs annually as it all depends on the calendar that year.
That's very true because Wednesday evening, you know, people were just there and they were waiting on the moon, on the announcements. And I think it was at night that, you know, they saw it and, you know, the news went around like, because people had always been speculating like fast will start on Thursday. But once it was that time and people saw the moon, you know, it just went around like, okay, so fast will start on Thursday. And so it commenced on Thursday.
Yeah, very true.
All right, let's talk about the next one. Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Fasting during the month of Ramadan, also known as Som, is one of the major religious beliefs and practices in Islam. It is one of Islam's 5 pillars, which is made of Salat, prayer, Shahada, on affirmation that there is no deity besides God and his prophet, Muhammad, Zakat, charity, and Hajj, taken at least once in a lifetime pilgrimage to Mecca. And of course, this is it. We talk about this every year. And I think everybody is actually familiar with the pilgrimage going to Mecca. That's Hajj. And they are familiar with, if you're not familiar with Sahar, you know that it is charity. Like even during this fast, as you're fasting, you are giving to the less privileged too.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean.
And then there's this thing we always say, prayer without works is nothing. So you need to work for it. The same way when you give alms, even for Catholics, when we fast, during Lent, they tell you, prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, they work hand in hand together.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Okay, I'm learning so much.
Oh, wow.
All right, on third on our list, exclusion from the fast. Some of the people exempted from fasting during Ramadan are pregnant women, women who are breastfeeding, and people who are physically and mentally ill. Individuals who are traveling, engaged in hard labor, and women on their period can also skip some days and make up for the days missed later. Children don't usually fast until they are 10 years old.
Yeah, and very, very old people too do not fast because, I mean, it's about the strength, you know. So, yeah, that's right.
I'm actually trying to remember the age grade, either from 50 or 60 upward. But then the one of ladies on their menstrual cycle and all of that, they believe that at that period, you are impure. And you can always make up for it later. Like the very first time I heard about this was when I was young, and I was like, okay, wow, interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right, there is a time frame to eat. People fasting only eat before the sun rises and after the sun sets. The meal taken before sunrise is called sahur, which means of the dawn, while the meal taken after sunset is called iftar, which means a break of the fast. Muslims don't eat or drink anything during the hours of daylight.
Wow.
Yeah, so in fact, once it's even 5 a.m. in the morning, you should have stopped all eating, you know, like you're back to, and so it now depends on you. Some people actually really eat a lot of food, and some people would just think that so that it doesn't take a toll on you, they just take, you know, maybe a small portion, or some people even say because you must put something in your mouth. Some people will say they just drink water. Then when it's 7 p.m. at night, then you do the proper breaking.
Wow.
I even used to know someone in uni. She was my roommate, and she'll wake up like 2, 3 a.m. to quickly eat. She's like, she has to eat
because you must put something in your mouth. You must put something in your mouth.
You need to have stamina.
There's a lot I'm learning today, definitely. I'm enjoying the lectures. At number 5, Eid al-Fitr. I hope I pronounced that. Right. This is a large festival celebrated to mark the end of Ramadan as it begins the moment the new moon is sighted. Muslims celebrate with family and friends as they prepare large meals and donate to charity so that poor people can also celebrate. The greeting this period is Eid Mubarak.
That's right.
And a lot of people have been looking forward to this because people have been talking about the fact that Ramadan is coming, and now that fasting has started, people would now start looking forward to the end, like, oh, Eid Mubarak, and then it's best to start preparation for Eid al-Fitr or Eid Mubarak now, because by the time you decide to wait, when everyone is rushing, then the prices of things would have increased. So there's just a whole lot, and I'm really glad that every time we learn through Daily Top 5.
And for people who don't even know that there is the small Odun and there is the big Odun, the small Odun is the one after the fast. Because some people are always looking at, oh, you didn't kill ram and all that. But the thing is that, well, some people, if you have the capacity, some people still do it, but it is the very big one that they now celebrate. And then they, you know, you have Christians going to the Muslims and then they are eating and they're celebrating. Yeah.
Okay, so I hope you guys have learned one or two things. Right now, we'll go on a quick break, and when we do get back, our second guest will be in the building.
Thank you indeed for staying here with us. Yes. Our second guest on the show today is from the Eastern Cape in South Africa. He is a semi-pro rugby player and now a reality star. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Ex-Big Brother Titan housemates, Juicy J!
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
How you doing?
I'm awesome. How you doing?
Ikenna.
Great to have you here.
Interesting, because you know it was worrisome when you said, you know, they introduced you as Juicy J, and I'm like, there is an American rapper who's Juicy J.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it will clash at some point or whatever. What are you thinking? Has it ever crossed your mind?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. I mean.
So now that I mentioned it, what do you think?
Well, there's only one me.
Okay, so you don't want to care whether there's one.
There's only one Juicy J. There's only one Juice to the J.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But why Juicy J? Because your name, do you have a J in your name? Can you pronounce your name first?
Siyamthanda Jwatu. The Jwatu is my surname.
What does it mean?
Siyamthanda means we love him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you come about Juicy J?
Okay, Juicy J, I got it from my rugby background.
Okay.
With my rugby teammates,
Okay.
right? So one of my friends was like, hey, Juice, J. I'm like,
oh, wow.
I asked him, like, why are you giving me this name? It's like, you know, like, look at you, you buff. So, like, Juice is associated with steroids. Like, you normally tease me about the way, like, you on steroids, definitely. And then I took that because my nickname was like short for Siyamthanda, like Sia.
Yeah.
So I just put it on my my profiles and stuff when I do my rugby profiles. So this time around, I was like, okay, listen, I have a nickname now. Let me just go with Juice J.
All right.
And then the commentator blew that thing out of proportion because I remember I went into a game and I made a no-looker pass to my teammate and he wouldn't score a nice try. So it went sick on the socials.
I get it.
Yeah, the choreo was like, Juice J with the
I can imagine.
So I moved with it, you know. I moved
wow.
like, Sia is very common in South Africa. Like,
Yeah.
Sia. Like, let me bring in something fresh, something new.
I get
you know?
it.
There was a Sia in the movie
let's-
I watched recently.
Let's
too.
talk about the reality show, the Big Brother Titan show that you just came out from. What was coming from your background, rugby and all that stuff, what was the reason why you said, you know what, I'm going to go for the show?
Let me take my shades off. At the time, right, last year, September, I had a surgery on my knee. I did my ACL reconstruction. So 9 to 12 months recovery time. So I was like, you know what, I want to use this time, in as much as I'm doing my recovery, I want to use this time to do something that I wouldn't normally do due to my rugby program because it's very hectic. So I don't get to do other stuff. Maybe if it's traveling, whatever.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to being like on reality TV shows. Like I remember there was a one before Big Brother that I auditioned for.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't make it. I made it to the last round of audition. You know, but I really couldn't make it. So and I wanted to tap in so much into the media space because I feel like I have outside rugby, I have the character, the energy for it. I feel like it's something I really do well in if it's outside the rugby. Remember we went to COVID, right? And at the time when I was sitting down, I was reflecting, I was like, if this thing could be taken away from me, then who is Siyamthanda George? Because I placed my identity so much in rugby
Wow.
that I didn't see myself worthy enough. I didn't see myself as myself outside the game.
Wow.
So it was like when COVID hit, I was like, oh, who am I now?
That's right. That's right.
Are people going to still value me? Am I still valuable?
I get it.
I test myself so much into the rugby. So now the injury came. I was like, you know what? Let me just throw
Venture
my balls.
into
Let me
other
go.
things. Yeah.
I did and it was my first audition for Big Brother.
Wow.
Yeah, my very first
I
one.
just got in.
And like, remember the intro video they asked you to do?
Yeah.
I went to the gym, came back, took a shower. I was wearing my vest. I was like, hey, let's go. You know, my first live audition with them, I was drunk.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Listen,
Wow.
I almost missed my flight.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy.
Wow.
It was, that's why I was saying the whole journey of me going to Big Brother, it was amazing because I was having so much fun from day one.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, we saw that.
Interesting. And now that you're in Nigeria, I'm sure you must have gotten some hints from Yaya. Because what? And are you here because of Yvonne?
Listen, it was already planned that I do come here after like
the show.
I left the
Oh,
show.
really? Okay.
Shockingly, I didn't have any management team. I didn't have people like looking after my social
Oh, I
media.
get
before I went
it.
in.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that I had to.
What?
It's only when I got to
Like you were not even prepared.
listen. It's only when I got to the whole thing where they listen, they say come,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I'm here. They're like, listen, who's handling your social media? Who's your social media manager? Social media manager. What are you talking? I didn't know.
Are you joking?
So I gave them my details for my my stuff and stuff. Whoever handled it, I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know. So when I came out of the house, I have a team. I have a manager. I have this. I'm like, yeah.
That you didn't put up
It
yourself.
shocked you.
It's only two people that I know. It's my sister and my
Okay,
friend. It's like,
okay.
the rest, I'm like, who are you?
I
But
get
thank you
it.
so much. You know what I mean?
So did they put
crazy.
this Nigerian trip together
Yes,
for you?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So it was a thing where it was already planned, but the thing is, I didn't have a passport.
Okay.
So he had to get those nitty-gritty things sorted. Otherwise, I should have been here a
Earlier.
long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah, a long
Okay.
time ago, yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so I see you enjoyed your stay in the house. And a while back, we had Olivia here on the show.
Only.
And she was rooting for the family relationship. She said
Yeah.
Juicy J and Yvonne, she might be planning a wedding soon or
yeah,
something.
that
So
one.
how serious is that?
My thing with Yvonne is serious. Obviously now I'm just waiting for her to come out the house.
Yeah.
So that, you know, certain conversations will be had and, you know, we'll be able to move forward from there.
Because I was asking, I said, Olivia, so you are like Yvonne's bestie in the house you were, and then and Juicy J was dating you. So what's that thing? That's like family, my sister, and then my sister
Yes,
and
Jenny
my partner
O.
is now dating.
Yeah.
Like the connection right there, interesting. I mean, I really want to know what that relationship will.
Well, it's crazy because...
Or was
like,
it just a strategy kind of thing that will die in the house?
which one, like with...
With
Yvonne.
Yvonne and then the family that you guys created.
No strategy at all. I mean, I'm someone that walked into the house free-spirited. I wear my heart on my sleeve. It's me.
Because you said to Yvonne something like, I wish we can continue this outside.
Definitely.
So you look forward to that?
Yeah. We've had conversations about, like,
Okay.
you know, what we both want individually, what we plan together and stuff like that. There's a lot of them. Hence, I'm just confident in the conversations that I know I've had.
You had with her.
Yeah.
Now, what even drew you to her? Because, I don't know, perhaps she had this standoffish kind of, you know, look.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, at first, so when you saw her, were you drawn to her immediately? Or you were like,
When I first saw her, I was like, wow. I was like, whoa! Okay. You know? She's a very gorgeous person. She's a very gorgeous human being, man. Like, she's beautiful.
But was she looking like somebody that was approachable?
No.
Yes, that's.
I think that also kind of like made me like, okay, I like this energy.
I remember when
know
she,
what I mean?
I remember
Like-
when she
So
went.
guys are attracted to that energy.
Me, I liked it. I was like,
Okay, each to his own.
okay.
I remember when she went in and they asked her, "What's your strategy?" And she's like, "You know what? I'm here for my brand. I'm all about my brand." And then Juicy J just happened.
And she became a lover girl. Like you guys had so many sweet moments.
Yes, you guys did.
And you
had
even
a
ate
lot
her
of
fan soup.
conversations.
How did you feel about that?
You know.
She made it.
Oh my God, he's so
Hey.
proud. She made it.
Hey.
Like, my girl made it.
Okay, so now let's talk. Okay, so I have a lot of questions for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We still have reality star Juicy J in the building.
And I would say,
AKA Ikenna.
I must say your energy is so contagious.
Wow, it
You
is.
are so warm, pleasant, lovely, good energy all around. I mean, this particular song, you know, won Grammy when you were away doing your thing.
Is it?
Yep, it is.
Yes!
Won a Grammy Award.
Above our own Burna Boy song, sir.
I
It was in
see.
the same category. I mean, best global music performance or something, yeah.
Too bad I was in the house. I've probably been witnessing front row
You
seat.
can't.
Just chilling, be like, hey, you go.
And that reminds me of your parties that you were having. The
Yeah,
first time you guys had your Saturday party. I was really looking forward to it because I tweeted when you entered. I said, oh my gosh, I can't wait. This one that they brought South Africans with Nigerians,
yes,
that the way they
yes,
dance,
yes,
that I
yes,
can't
yes.
wait. I'm looking forward to the Saturday party. The first one, man.
And they even taught Nigerians dance steps. So nothing.
We did not like it. So we were not having it in Nigeria. We said, what is this? Who is this DJ? And then you people, the song will be slow and you'll be dancing to it. I'm like, who are these South Africans? We were complaining the very first time you guys had the party because we could not understand that DJ. Like, what was this nonsense?
Which DJ?
It was, I can't even remember his name,
remember.
but
It was the very first one.
We're like, and these South Africans are dancing. My guy, Ebubu, he just went to sit down somewhere.
No,
Because
Ebubu
we're
was
looking
always,
forward to the
he was-
dance
like, I
steps.
love his energy in the party. He was just jumping
No,
everywhere.
that's
No,
fine.
but that day
When
he
it
did
comes
not
to the
jump.
party, hey, a boo-boo. Hey, my
So,
boy.
so quick one. There was something that happened in the house, and someone said, "This South African Sha." Did you get upset with that? Because she apologized later.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my
You
God.
didn't
having
even know about
fun.
it.
I wasn't,
Olivia.
I wasn't paying
It was
attention.
Olivia
Yeah, it
who
was
said
Olivia
it.
who said
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention, but someone came to me after. I think at that time we were about to go for the nomination and stuff, and then someone came to me is like, the reason why that you guys are up or got nominated is because of what she said. I'm like, what did she say? And then they started filling me in, and then next thing she's calling a meeting. She wants to obviously apologize. and stuff.
Apologize.
I'm like, guys, which house am I living in?
You were just in your own
As
world.
in your world.
It's
having
crazy how a
fun.
lot of things just flow by me. They're just like, you know, because people are kind of like, people will be sitting in the corners and be like, and I'm sitting next to them. I'm like, what?
They're just having fun. Okay, so
But
I
what
mean,
about-
behind the scenes here, we were talking about your transition, how you went into the house.
Yeah.
And you still carried the same energy, the same person, and even outside, it's still the same person. So I know it's a different reality altogether. The reality you left before you entered into the house, the reality inside the house, and then the reality outside the house. How is it, processing all of that for you right now?
It's definitely mind blowing, you know, and I'm taking my time with it because I don't want to miss anything. You get me? I'm someone that likes to be present with how I feel, my thoughts, where I am. I was even saying, like, I need to be present in Big Brother's house because I feel like there's a lot that I'll learn about myself that will be very beneficial for me moving outside. You get me? So I'm taking my time with it. At the moment, I'm just enjoying every single step. You know, I mean, it's my first time traveling outside my own country.
Wow.
I need to enjoy this. I need
Of
to
course.
enjoy. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's
Question, what did it feel like when you picked up your phone the first day after you came out of the house and then you saw the numbers and the messages and everything on your social media?
I was like, is this me? Is this me? And that's where I just kind of like realized, you know what? Hard work starts now.
Yeah.
When I look, I was like, okay,
It's time.
systems go now.
It's time.
You know, let's work. You know, the hardest worker in the room, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's energy that I got. I was like, okay, this is the buzz around me. Let's work there. You know what I mean?
When you came out and you discovered AKA Pass, how did you feel?
I was devastated, man. You know, even the way I received the news, like someone came rushing to me to tell me the super megas passed away. I just shut them off very quickly. I'm like, go back to wherever you got it. It's not true. I only came to terms with it the following day when I got my phone. And even with that, I was like, I think at some point I didn't even want to do my media rounds. I was like, nah, I'm not taking this nicely, because even in the house, I don't know how. There was a whole week I was vibing to Ujika, his one of his songs, you know, and that super mega energy. Hey, that man, you know, like, it's crazy. Like, the last concert I went to go watch of him was in East London. You know, I mean, he gives me that, you know. You know, what a legend, man. Like, I was really heartbroken. You know, I related to him a lot, especially the confidence. You know what I mean? And it's just having that.
So sorry about that.
Super mega.
Yeah. So now,
multi-talented. You know what I mean?
yeah. So now you're out of the house. We're in the real world. And a lot of people are wondering, what are we expecting from Juicy J, the brand? So what should your fans expect from you?
First of all, definitely going back to the rugby field. I'm keeping the main thing. I'm an athlete, you know. So there's that. Fitness and health. Working with really big brands. Getting glued again to the TV screens, because I'm coming. You know, I'm not leaving the screens. I'm coming back. You know what I mean? Whether it be acting, whether I'm hosting, whatever it is, you're gonna still see me in your screens, just like now.
Love that.
Entire in your screen right now.
Yes, you are.
Exactly.
We wish you the very, very best. I mean, keep it up. I love this energy. It's so wonderful. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, this is all we can take today and this week. We want to say a very big thank you to everybody for being a part of Entertainment Splash this week and today. Of course, I've done this with... thank you so much, our guests.
Thank you
Juicy J.
for having me, guys.
Yes,
Thank you
Juicy J. Catherine, J. Paul, I am Honeypot, and of course, we will catch you Monday, bigger and better. Do not forget that you can always watch our shows on YouTube. There will be a recap tomorrow. And, well, we just love you.